Welcome back, you all. This episode is about Ecourage services and what we do, episode number 2. You're tuned in live on Spreaker.com with the Ecourage Services Show. I am your host, Encouragement Javi. We are discussing what exactly encouragement services do and about our services. If you're interested to find us on Spreaker, please go to www.spreaker.com/user wait a minute, excuse me, I do apologize. Go to Spreaker.com, Spreaker, Spreaker.com/user/encouragement, ENCOURAGEMENT, Spreaker.com/user/encouragement. Now, we're getting back into exactly what it is that we do. As I was sharing with you from the last show, that our hours vary, and even though when our hours when we are closed and we're out somewhere, sometimes we still just are open to serving people and listening to them, because timing is everything. And with a service like this, we can't just put every single person on hold. We like to be diligent, but we also like to take breaks. And so sometimes we have our little flyers, our little postcards about encouragement services that we pass out to people. And if you were to call in and want to get information on encouragement services, we usually send a newsletter out, 1 or 2 newsletters, because we have like 3 or 4 different ones available, and 2 or 3 business cards, postcards. The postcards can vary. We have 5 or 6 different ones. Usually an ink pen or a pencil comes with it, but not all the time. And the letterhead. Our letterhead varies because we have 5 different logos. For example, we have a butterfly logo that may have yellow and blue. Then we have a logo with a big blue house, and another little logo that's diamond. When we tend to use the diamond logo, that is to let people know that they are special and that they can shine bright like a star as they're learning to strive through their trauma, because that seems to be more comforting for some people when they see like diamond, when they receive diamond in the mail, and it's like a little bright star, like a diamond shaped, or letterhead, or perhaps in their emails or in their letters, because we also actually send out physical letters to those who signed up for that type of service. But now, instead of receiving the 8 to 10 different services we've limited to where people can only receive 3, even though they can receive encouragement services anywhere from a month up to 3 to 4. I think it's up to 2 years now, but it was up to 3 or 4 years. And that's simply because we have had in the past, as we were growing, so many people emailing us saying that they wanted encouragement services, and sometimes they will call in, and it was just really difficult putting everybody's name to sign up for 7 to 8 different things, because we will actually put their name on the mailing list, but we tried to make it special. We would just send out emails once at a time, but as we grew, we weren't able to do that. So now we bulk it together but separate. Say, for example, the Microsoft document or the email, if it's for this anger area versus that other area. So that's why a person can only, when you'll see the checkbox, how many services we have, but they can only check, it will say please check only 3, serve the most, please check up to 3 that you would like to receive. And that's because we are working behind the scenes trying to not only professionally conduct the chat lines and the forums and making sure the websites and everything is going all right in the podcast, but trying to do it well, diligently, to the best of our ability. And timing is so crucial. And when we're dealing with people, we don't want to give them just 5 minutes on the phone. So we had to limit it somewhere. So we chose to limit, instead of 7 to 8 things like we have available, only limiting the person to receive 3. Now, once they did like 3 to 6 months of service with us and they want to sign up for 3 more, then they just fill out that form and say why they like a different type of service. So that's how we got that set up. We're growing and we're trying to do some things to stay decently and in order so that you can receive as much free encouragement services as you'd like as well. Since we're changing over from just sending people encouraging emails to actual PowerPoints in the emails and Microsoft documents and sometimes classes, because we have 2 different websites. We have two different classrooms, we say, virtual classrooms, where we offer free classes for forgiveness and concerning anger management. So there's places for people also to sign up for that. We have that information as well. I forgot what I was going to say. I'll remember it in a few minutes. Oh yes, I remember. That is why we're working so hard to try to get all the information up to date. So right now, when people call, if they say they want free encouragement services and they actually sign up, we're going to be sending out the free encouragement services starting in around the 3rd or 4th week of January. I say no later than January the 21st of 2013. And that is simply because we're trying to prepare a lot of paperwork and get everything in order, and our websites have changed and we're rearranging it, and then we're working with certain email programs where we're also trying to get the documents and PowerPoints in place and all the people's paperwork in, so that we can put it in certain areas, since we took on a new form of having different people in different groups. When I say different groups, what I mean is, say there might be forms for stress over here on my right side. On my left side, I might have forms for anger management. And my front side, or say ahead of me, I might have forms for forgiveness, anger management, and stress. And I'm trying to put that all in emails so that as I send this out in people's email, excuse me, they can receive the proper information that they would need. And then we want to still conduct our podcast. Oh, I wanted to tell you, if you don't want your real name in the email, since it's going to be coming out as bulk mail, although the other people may not know you, we won't put your real name in there. We ask you that on the form, and you just say no. And if for some reason you already fill out the form and you didn't get a chance to do that, call us or email us and we'll do that for you. We were just gonna put only emails in there and not any names. We'll have names within our database so that we'll know who you are, but it wouldn't go out on the forms for that very purpose. And we never share any information but we're going to be starting up the encouragement services, the free encouragement services through email and letters again in January. No later than January the 21st. It will probably be, in fact, on January the 21st because of all the information we're trying to do. And as far as the free encouragement calls, those will start the first week of February, and we usually do those one day out of the week, and you get a chance to pick your week, what day is good. Some people like a call one day out of the week. Some people, the most we do, if they need a call every day, we might do that for 3 days straight now instead of every day, and we'll limit the call if we're calling them 3 times a week to 10 minutes. If they're calling us 3 times a week, we might limit it to 15 minutes, because sometimes when people are going through things, they just want to talk and get some things off their chest, and eventually, as we're talking with them, they kind of conclude what they think is best for them, or we might reinforce a saying by saying, well, what do you think you should do? Or if they say, can you give me your advice, and we're giving our advice, we'll say, well, this is what I would do in your situation, but you need to remember, you're not me and I'm not you, so you need to do what you think is best, because our mission is to help enable the person to be able to go through their trauma and strive through their trauma to learn to let go of the past and forgive themselves and start loving themselves, so that they can come independent and create their own happiness for themselves. Okay. The reason we have 3 websites excuse me, is because our first main website is a little intimidating. It's such a wealth of information on there that is so intimidating for some people, especially if you're not computer savvy. Some people are like, oh my, what's this, what's that, with the different little links and things like that. So with the home website, and you can view it if you like, that is encouragementinthetrauma.org, encouragementinthetrauma.org, encouragementinthetrauma.org. It's a wealth of information on there to tell you what we're about, how we started, and our colors. Our colors for encouragement services is gold, orange, white, and black. And that is because a lot of creativity with bright colors and medium colors can be a sign of it's like warmness, goodness. When you look at, that's how come when we send the little house, for some people they're more accepting to that because it's like warm. And so even though blue and green and purple isn't our color, it's our logo color. And different people, we send different logos depending on what level of encouragement they need and what they tell us, what type of services they tend to tell us. Because some people feel more at home when we send like a home house. They tend to feel more open and they're more relaxed and they can be themselves more. And sometimes even in our email campaigns in the past, when we sent the emails to the person for encouragement, we may have had a background of medium blue with warm soothing water in there. I don't know if we're going to get that technical this time, to be honest with you. I'm still working on it, but they have said in the past, most people, that it was very soothing for them, very comforting to their mind. As well, our other 2 websites that most people kind of go to now, because it's a lot less information that's condensed,